Boys and girls, remember Blockbusters back in the olden days? A woman's brought back video stores and DVDs and tape players, which is a good thing. If you've never had that experience in your life, she's now brought it back. Tell me what you think about this, guys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Should more countries go back to the old ways, or should we move on to the future with DVDs and eventually, you know, everything's all on the TV now, like Netflix, Amazon, Prime, Now TV. But if you prefer the old ways, this woman's doing people a favour, so we're going to watch this video and see if you like it. This is in America, by the way.
For most people, gone are the days of popping a VHS tape into the VCR for a movie night. For people who
got very interesting ideas. I mean, which more people
those
want this?
days probably never even existed. As Mike McDaniel explained,
Let's go back to the 90s, people.
Business owner is plugging us back into the past.
Down an alley underneath the Mid-City New Orleans home on Bank Street is a place that'll rewind you to the 90s.
It is pretty cool.
It is a garage.
Wow.
Eden Chubb is the owner, founder, and sole employee of Future Shock Video.
Video store proprietress. I think that's a great title.
Inside is a collection of about 2,000 VHS tapes, DVDs, and Blu-rays.
Plenty of like pleasers, classics, stuff like that.
All available to rent for a movie night at home that doesn't involve a streaming service or the internet.
I don't think physical media is actually as dead as people imagine that it is.
It was an idea that started about a year ago.
You definitely have to have a passion for it. No one's getting rich.
After about 6 months of collecting movies, Chubb opened her store 2 months ago.
I had heard about other video stores that were still around in the rest of the country, and they just weren't here.
Just more than 100 people have already signed up for their free membership. Rentals range from $1 to $3 per movie.
Week-long rental period.
You can even rent a VCR if you don't have one at home. But Chubb says that really hasn't been an issue.
Surprisingly, huge numbers of people still have VCRs and will rent tapes. It's about a third of our rentals.
As an illustrator professionally who doesn't like to get too caught up in the digital space,
This is our rewinder.
Chubb is an advocate for physical media. That's helped her open the door to this blast from the past.
I like people standing in the aisles having conversations about movies, or just like debates or rants about movies, or just like bringing their kids in who have never been to a video store before.
From horror flicks to cartoons for kids, Chubb has it covered, right down to the snacks.
I think it's actually fun to watch a tape where there are no ads for anything else other than like other movies.
While it may seem outdated to some, to Chubb, there's nothing sweeter. Mike McDaniel, WW.
Well, what do you think about that, guys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls?
Shock videos
Will there be other people actually bring back that sort of things and make more shops and make more revenue? Which is a very good idea. Like I say, I better go to the next video. After this advert, obviously.
This is Milo. He follows his instincts in
Some kind of cat
everything he
advert.
does, like digging or hiding. And right now,
Well, take a look at this. There was a time when watching a movie at home required you to drive to a store and rent a VHS tape, but after the introduction of DVD delivery and streaming video, the number of U.S. video rental stores nearly disappeared. But Dina Demetrius says a growing number of people are rewinding to the VHS days.
It's tangible, it's in your hands.
Welcome back to the future. It's the return of the VHS tape.
In the beginning, I was going to thrift stores, I was going to estate sales, I was going, scouring Craigslist and OfferUp. This is like the kind of funny horror section.
Cinematographer Matthew Renoir eventually collected enough tapes to open Be Kind Video in 2022.
If it's like horror tapes or 80s and 90s kind of action sci-fi stuff, that's the stuff that's like the most popular.
Renoir is riding the wave of old media popularity. Like the resurgence of vinyl records, VHS tapes are more than a bit of nostalgia for customers like Aaron Thorell.
People love that sound of the hiss, right? It just gives this different vibe, this different feel.
VHS has been winning followers on social media, with many fans referring to themselves as tape heads. For Rich Summer, it's a new way to share memories with his 13-year-old son Patrick, who loves horror movies and old cartoons on tape.
Because
The cartoons, when you watch them on VHS, like the color really pops and it's just like a new way to enjoy them.
Of course, today you can get a movie much faster connecting to a streaming service, but fans say a store like this one offers a human connection. Be Kind Video holds regular movie nights where customers can come together. Connor Holt says the events provide a sense of community.
I believe it matters as a subculture. It matters as people care about it and want to preserve it, and they want to kind of enjoy that kind of camaraderie. So I believe it'll continue.
Seems VHS isn't dead yet, and no one is putting these babies in the corner anymore. Dina Demetrius, CBS News, Burbank,
Well,
California.
that's very interesting. I mean, sure, a lot of other people may do it as well. Like I say, my phone is on charge, and I'm going to try and find some more of these videos that people have actually done and said, and I'm sure there'll probably be a lot more.
You're watching Fox 17 News.
The VHS revival is in full swing. At least that's according to the owner of
I may be able to just get a bit more
He told me over
on
the
this video
last
before
4.5 years, the popularity of physical media has spiked.
I've had people travel really far specifically just for the VHS.
It used to be a